Welcome to another In the Geek Room, and I'm going to look at the X-Men Dark Phoenix trailer. Okay, it was dropped about a week or so ago, and it's been bugging me for some time, so I've got to do one of these reviews or watching. I'm going to watch the trailer and watch a lot. So I just want to point out first that I am an X-Men fan. I love the X-Men comic books. As a rule, the X-Men are my favorite comic book characters, and I hold the X-Men movies, the originals, as being the ones that really jump-started the modern-day superhero. Come on, there's big lot of them that are out there now. At one point you'd be lucky if you had one superhero film a year, but now the whole superhero films are dominating the box office, and X-Men is the one that really started it. So X-Men, the originals, have a real soft spot, and I'll go as far as saying, that right up to X-Men: Days of Future Past, great movies. A couple that I didn't like, which would be, I'm not a fan of the Deadpool, original Deadpool. I'm not a fan of X-Men Origins Logan. Sorry, Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I'm doing these on one take again. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed all the other X-Men movies. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to watch the Dark Phoenix trailer, and I'm going to comment on it, as you can see. So if you want to play along with me, so I'm pressing get your little player roll, whatever you want to set up, and I'm going to press play now. So, okay, introduce the characters, and like I said, I've seen this before. I've got the volume down as I'm watching this so that I don't infringe on any copyrights. Okay, the first thing that I really am not a fan of is the fact that they're making, the Dark Phoenix movie into a singular film. I don't think it builds up the characters. I hope they color correct Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique. I really don't like the look of her in this film. And, I get it, Jennifer Lawrence is a big star, so you just got to retcon the character for it. So, got no problem with that. It does feel forced. I think we should have, in regards to Jean Grey, this should be part of a trilogy, so we just build the character up. If she'd been introduced in X-Men First Class, I could understand it. I've always maintained you could take a character like the Scarlet Witch and turn her into a Dark Phoenix character because she's already established. But to have a character that just made a very small appearance in the terrible Apocalypse, to me, this whole film feels like the actors they just wanted to have a film together so they could all hang out and get paid for it. I mean, this, to me, comes across as a paycheck movie, and I hate to say this because Quicksilver doesn't even look good. I don't like his glasses. I'm sorry. And yeah, it's so easy to watch it when you're doing these sort of commentary things. That's why I don't usually do commentaries. I really hope that this film does not affect the career of Ty Sheridan. He's Cyclops. I think he's absolutely brilliant in Ready Player One, and he's a definite talent. Actually, I think all the cast in this movie are real talents. James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Nicholas Hoult, and you know, so I'm not liking the trailer. I'll be honest with you. I really am not. It's like a painting by numbers. The bit with the train feels like Days of Future Past. It really does. So, it makes you wonder how long these actors are going to be in this film for and how long they got the characters for. So, hint at a death in the movie. So, it's going to be curious as to who they're going to kill off in this one. I'm going to go into this one clean. I am. So, Sophie Turner, Jean Grey. Okay, I've got to admit, I'm such a fan of the original Famke Janssen, but I'm not going to hold that against her. So, Famke Janssen's absolutely brilliant. Thought she was brilliant in GoldenEye. So, her and James Marsden in the original Cyclops and Jean Grey are absolutely fantastic. The original cast is fantastic, and I think they pulled it off absolutely perfectly in the original Last Stand. Now, I'm going to go click on, I've got a few windows open, so you know what I'm doing when I'm coming along. See, honesty, one take. You see, that's what I love about doing these videos. Okay, I liked Brett Ratner's X-Men Last Stand, and one of the things that really annoyed me about X-Men Apocalypse was the bit when they're coming out of the cinema with the seeing Return of the Jedi, and they make the snide remark again about X-Men Last Stand. Ironically, you know what, the third one not being as good. Ironically, X-Men Apocalypse was a terrible film, and Oscar Isaac, covered in the blue makeup as Apocalypse, kind of saved his career. Well, not saved his career, he didn't. He needed to be saved. Oscar Isaac, absolutely brilliant actor. If you've not seen him in Inside Llewyn Davis, you want to see how great an actor is, just go see Inside Llewyn Davis. Absolutely fantastic film. But going off course again, you know, Apocalypse was a terrible film. There's been a few remarks in the Days of Future Past retconning the whole Last Stand, because we don't really want Last Stand. They don't really want Last Stand to be in the X-Men universe, from what I can make out and what it seems like. So Last Stand, and Brett Ratner did the best that he could with what he had, and you know, everything was essentially locked in for into production, how long he had the actors for, and who was the stars and everything. So he did the best, and Last Stand did make money, and the characters were established for the Dark Phoenix turn. So going into Dark Phoenix as in a movie, let's have a look, see what it's got the alleged runtime at. It's no runtime on it yet. To pull it off, you need at least 3-hour runtime, but sitting through a 3-hour X-Men movie, there's going to be a bit of a hard work. Now, especially when you consider how beloved the Dark Phoenix source material is. I'm not one of these fanboys that says you've got to go directly by the source material. I mean, you know, you have got great films like The Watchmen, which was very honest to the source material, but the source material, if you can take it and establish it as your own, doesn't necessarily have to be to it. But a character arc like Jean Grey's needed, in my opinion, to be told over 3 movies, or at least 6 hours of movies, if you take them as a 2-hour long film in a trilogy, a 2-hour long film each trilogy. Reign of the Supermen and the Death of the Supermen and Death of Superman as a arc, which I've reviewed in previous reviews, and in the Geek Room, check them out. Did a great way. It was a great way of telling another one of my favorite comic books. But Dark Phoenix, such a beloved comic book, should have been done over a 3-movie arc. Marvel itself could have pulled it off in the MCU if they had the characters and established the characters like they did through the movies. It wasn't just a rush to get it out there. Marvel could do anything because they established, the MCU could do anything because they established the characters first before you do the character turns. That is the problem that they've got with the Dark Phoenix. I mean, I really hope that they pull it off. I am not against the X-Men movies. I truly love the X-Men movies. And you know, Days of Future Past, absolutely fantastic film. You know, Logan, the Wolverine. Wolverine ranks as my favorite in the X-Men movies. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but you know, so I am very, very fond of both the X-Men movies and the comic books, and I really do not like you know, being negative towards a film that's not been released yet. I want to be surprised. I'm going to go into this with the hope to be surprised. You know, I hope they can pull it off. So make up your own mind. But I'm just really hoping that this film doesn't wreck the careers of the actors involved with it, or at least tarnish it for a while. That they, you know, it will be interesting. And even the director, Simon Kinberg, I hope they know what they're doing, or, you know, especially with the Marvel buy-up, go out well. Like, I mean, just look at Logan, what Hugh Jackman's last performance as Logan Wolverine went out on a high. Come on, X-Men universe, come on. I hope you go out on a high with Dark Phoenix. This is just my opinion based on the recent trailer. You know, check it out and make up your own mind. This is just my opinion. See you all in another In the Geek Room review.